So how exactly do you build a society from the ground up? We're about to dive into a 3,000-year-old text, but not as a sermon. Think of it more like a fascinating, surprisingly detailed blueprint. Yep, Exodus 23 lays out this incredible vision for a brand new nation, and we're going to unpack its core principles step by step.
We're going to see how this blueprint unfolds in 5 really distinct layers. It kicks off with the bedrock, personal justice. And then it expands out to this mandate for social compassion. From there, it actually starts to structure time itself, helps forge a collective identity, and then, seals the whole deal with a divine promise. So let's start at the very foundation.
Okay, so every solid structure has to start with a good foundation, right? Well, for this society, that foundation is a fair and, most importantly, a reliable legal system. These are the absolute ground rules for truth and integrity.
I mean, this is the big question, isn't it? And the text just tackles it head on. It doesn't mess around with abstract philosophy. Nope, it goes straight for the things that can tear a society apart. Lies, corruption, and good old-fashioned mob rule. Get this. The very first rule is a powerful command against what we'd basically call fake news today. This tells you everything. For this new society, truth isn't just, a nice personal virtue. It is the absolute bedrock of public trust. Period.
And then, boom, right after the rule about truth comes this incredibly powerful warning against mob mentality. It's a call for individual courage, basically demanding that people stand up against the crowd if the crowd is wrong. This puts your personal responsibility way above what's just popular.
So when you piece all these rules together, what you get is a timeless charter for justice. It's a vision for a society where truth is protected, where individual conscience actually trumps mob rule, impartiality is demanded, and the innocent are defended no matter what.
Okay, so now the blueprint starts to build on that foundation of justice. It pushes beyond just simple fairness into a much more demanding area, active compassion. And get this, even for your enemies.
Now, this is a really fascinating ethical test. The law doesn't just say, hey, don't hurt your enemy. No, it commands you to actively help them. If you see their lost animal, you are literally obligated to stop whatever you're doing and return it.
And this principle, it's profound. It establishes that your duty to the community, and that includes your enemies, outweighs your own personal feelings of resentment. The health of the entire society is built on responsible actions, not on fleeting emotions.
And here, right here, is where we get the why behind all this compassion. The law grounds it in their own collective memory of trauma. It's this powerful command to practice empathy, essentially saying, you know exactly what it feels like to be an outsider, so don't you dare inflict that on other people.
All right, so now the blueprint zooms way out. After setting all these rules for personal conduct, it starts to structure time itself. It creates a rhythm of work and rest that applies to everyone, and even to the land itself.
I mean, think about this. This is a truly revolutionary economic and ecological idea. For 6 years, you work your tail off, but every 7th year, the land gets a Sabbath. It just rests. And crucially, whatever grows on its own becomes public property for the poor and for the wildlife. It's like a built-in reset button for both the land and the society.
So yeah, the number 7 is clearly the key to this whole rhythm. The land rests on the 7th year, and people and their animals rest on the 7th day. It's this beautiful pattern of release and refreshment that's woven directly into the fabric of time.
So this new calendar isn't just about work and rest, though. It's also punctuated by 3 major annual festivals, and each one is designed to forge a really powerful, shared identity that's rooted in their history and in gratitude.
And these are not just random holidays. Each one is deeply meaningful. They connect the people to their story of liberation, to the cycle of the harvest, and to the celebration of their own hard work. And that rule that none shall appear before me empty, well, that instills a culture of active participation and gratitude.
And finally, the chapter brings all these individual laws together under one huge overarching promise. See, this isn't just a list of good advice. It's all framed as one half of a divine contract, a covenant for their entire future. Right at the very end, a crucial new figure appears, a divine messenger, an angel. This just elevates the entire journey. The people aren't just following a set of rules anymore. They're being actively guided and protected toward a specific, promised destination. Now, it is so critical to understand this. This angel isn't just some gentle tour guide. The text says God's own name, and therefore his authority, is in this messenger.
It has the power to pardon or to punish. It's an enforcer of the contract, which raises the stakes of obedience. A lot.
And here they are, the terms of the deal laid out in this really clear if-then format. If you follow this blueprint for justice and compassion and worship, then you will get divine protection, prosperity, and health. The one catch? Absolute loyalty. No side deals.
So what does this all tell us? Well, Exodus 23 is so much more than just a random list of ancient laws. It's a comprehensive and, in so many ways, a pretty radical blueprint for a society. It's a vision that's founded on impartial justice, demanding compassion, ecological awareness, and a powerful shared identity. It's a 3,000-year-old answer to that huge question, what does it really take to build a nation?